Shalom, holy brothers and sisters. This week's Parsha is Parshat Mishpatim. Mishpatim are judgments or court cases in common Hebrew today. So last week's Parsha in Parshat Yitro, we received the 10 Commandments. And in this week's Bible portion, we received 53 additional commandments, 23 imperative commandments, and 30 prohibitions. So we're still in the book of Exodus, and I'm going to read a couple of lessons from the book Growth Through Torah by Zelig Pliskin. So in Exodus chapter 23, verse 2, it says, Lo tihiyeh acharei rabim lera'at, and it means, you shall not be after the majority to do evil. So whenever people are doing the wrong thing, we shouldn't follow them blindly. We should have the courage to stand on our own 2 feet and do what's right. Very commonly, when children are misbehaving, their excuse is, well, everyone else was doing it. So, of course, we know that that's no excuse at all, and that when everybody else is doing wrong, we should still be doing right. And there's a saying that's something to the effect of, a good person does good even when no one is watching. Okay, the next verse that I want to discuss comes from chapter 23 in the book of Exodus, verse 4, and it says that when you meet your enemy's ox or his donkey going astray, you shall repeatedly bring it back to him. So it's regarding to finding lost objects and returning them to their owner, but it's also a metaphor for helping people who are lost spiritually. So this week's Bible portion shows us that the Torah is concerned about other people's money. So if someone's animal was to get lost, we are obligated to exert ourselves to return the animal to its owner, because the animal belongs to him and it's an asset. It's something that he owns and that's valuable. So all the more so, we must have compassion for human beings who are spiritually lost, even if it will take much effort to bring the person back to being grounded. So we're supposed to have compassion from people who are lost spiritually, and that the only time that we should preach or rebuke a person is only when we feel that there's a chance that it will influence the person to be a better human being. Okay, and the last verse is from chapter 24, verse 10 in the book of Exodus. And it says, they saw a vision of the God of Israel, and under his feet was something like a sapphire brick, like the essence of a clear sky. And from this verse we learn that empathy for others includes both feeling their pain as well as experiencing their joy. So a lot of times it's easier to be friends with people when they're going through good times, but a true friend feels the pain of another person, and also by being there, by being empathetic, diminishes the pain of the other person. A very famous rabbi called the Chazon Ish said, I have pleasure when I'm able to bring joy to the hearts of people. I feel my obligation to be careful not to cause any unpleasantness to another person, even for 1 second. So those are 3 quick lessons from this week's Bible portion. I hope that you got something out of it. Thank you so much for watching. Shabbat Shalom, and may God Almighty bless you in all that you do.